This meeting is being recorded.
Yes, of course. So now, I just welcome our moderator, Anas. Sorry, I'm doing many things together at the same time. Can we start with the last part? So I please invite, okay, I just see Tanya Popovic-Antic connected online. She is an expert from Enterprise Group Network. She's the chair of the thematic group Women Entrepreneurship. So thank you, Tanya, for your connection, even online version, online modality for this time. And yes. So, hi Tanya, can you hear us?
Yes, I do. Hello.
Okay. Hello, hello. Thank you to be here, for being here. We are a little bit delayed, but we. Okay, I can see you. Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. And I would like to call on stage Tukwini Mandela. Then we have Daniela Ferrara from Intesa San Paolo. And unfortunately, Nicola Paparousto from African Special Gate just left because he had some problems. So, okay. Okay. Thank you, Anas. Thank you to Queenie and Damiano. Thanks.
So thank you, Federica, and I'm happy again to join the stage with my three speakers that we will have here. So we have a speaker connected with us, Mrs. Sonia. So hi, Sonia. I hope you're here as well. And later on, we will talk. We'll give you the floor with pleasure. So today we will moderate the panel on the gender equality from an international perspective, integrate gender and environmental concerns into investment consideration. So on my right we have Dr. Dr. So I say hi to you, so it's better. So Makaziwe Mandela, so Tukwini Mandela, so it's marketing and creative director of House of Mandela, and also granddaughter of Nelson Mandela. And on my left, we can see Daniela Ferrara, that is responsible of ESGs and also sustainability scenario analysis and culture diffusion at Intesa San Paolo. That's what we've seen. It's very complicated. We will hear from you in a moment. And then we have connected with me and with us through Zoom connection, Tanya Popovic-Pantic, Senior Manager at Institute Mikhail Pupin, and Chair of the Women Entrepreneurship Thematic Group of the Enterprise Europe Network. So, introducing our speakers, I'll be happy to let you all know that this panel will be the last panel of the day. So I see a lot of people tired and already preparing for the aperitivo that we will have later on. But we will start with the question to Tukwini. Tukwini, how do you see the gender equality from your perspective? You come from South Africa, and you are engaging here with us in Europe. How do you see the differences, and how is your work going in South Africa for the gender equality part?
Well, we've been talking about gender equality for decades, right? We're still at the same pace. Nothing has changed that much for women as far as I'm concerned. And if we're looking for a sensitivity, I don't think that we're going to get it. We need to create our own goals. We share our experiences with other women, and we give them opportunities to try. Our business in South Africa is a female-owned business. Another like we own it. and we made it a point to empower other women. And the way we feel is that the way we empower other women is economic empowerment, by teaching them to generate money to support themselves. So I don't necessarily think that there are major differences between Africa and Europe, because we're still having the same struggles today that we were having 20 years ago.
Well, that's an interesting discussion because it is important to point out that it has been years or decades that we're talking about this. But is there any improvement since 20 years? Or do you see any improvement in comparison with the past?
Well,
This is slight
the
improvement.
American Constitutional Court has just completely dismantled abortion rights for women. So my question is, where are the improvements? Where do you, as a leader, where do you see them? Because from where I'm sitting, we are regressing in terms of women's rights. COVID hasn't done us anything else either. Most most households are female-owned households. They're the ones that generate a living for their families. And because we've had COVID, most women, some women have had to resign from their jobs in order to take care of their families. So I'm not sure if we've progressed that much. I think that we still have a lot of work to do.
And I hope we all do it together.
Mhm.
So thank you to Queenie for that. I would also point out on, can you tell us more about the House of Mandela work and like how it has been created and which work and which projects you're working on in South Africa?
Well, the House of Mandela is a lifestyle brand that my mother and I created more than 10 years ago. And we wanted to tell the story of the House of Mandela without necessarily politicizing it. People know about the political trajectory of my grandfather, and we didn't want to focus on that. We wanted to focus on what formed him as a human being. And all the ideals that he espouses, he learned from someone from somewhere. So we wanted to tell that part of the story. So we started off with the wines. In South Africa, the wine industry is controlled by white men. There are very few black female winemakers. But we also wanted to change the paradigm to say that, in South Africa, it is possible for you to be whatever you want to be at this point in time. It might be difficult, and the barriers to entry might be high, but there's still a possibility there, because if we can do it, any other black female can do it. So we sort of morphed into fashion, into jewelry, and that's where we are now. And the people that actually create our jewelry pieces most of them are female, because we want to help them to generate a livelihood for themselves. So we really focus on that. We will be focusing on a food security project in the Eastern Cape, a traditional home. And we want to teach people subsistence farming. So we want to teach them to grow their own food. That's where we are at this point.
Thank you. Thank you very much to Queenie for giving us insights about the work of House of Mandela. And I think it is important also to create new partnerships as we are in an Enterprise Europe network. I think it is important to also try to find new partners here and try to bring to go back home with new initiatives and maybe new partnerships that can be created here. So I'll go now to Damiano Cadana, who is responsible for ESG, as we said before. So Damiano, please, can you tell us more about the work you're doing in São Paulo, and how is it like to work toward ESG and sustainability?
Yes, my role in São Paulo is to foster ESG comprehension and ESG culture within the company and outside the company. That's why I participate in this kind of events here. I want to highlight that the financial system has a great role to play in advancing gender equality and diversity and inclusion in general. We are here in Italy, and the event was mainly in Italy. Also, in Italy, the situation is not so good. We are only 14th in Europe as for gender equality. So there's a lot of work to do. And the financial system can make can apply the same instruments that are applied for climate transition. So you know that Europe is pushing very much on climate transition and putting the financial system at the center of its policies. But there's no climate transition without a just transition, a transition that lets no one behind. And general issues are at the center of social issues. The financial system is working, and Intesa Sanpaolo is working on helping businesses integrating their business model and their consideration and their way of working, also gender consideration. We have an issue of pay gap, and issues of leadership gap, and issues also of gap in different sectors. You know that STEM, education STEM activities, science, mathematics, and so on, see a lower participation of women, especially in those economic sectors where a digital and a technological transition is very high. So we are working with mainly two flagship projects. One is the so-called sustainability-linked loans. These are loans that help businesses choose some specific ESG KPIs and work on these KPIs to raise their performance on ESG. For example, there's a diversity sustainability loans that works on all the issues of diversity. Nowadays in Italy, only 31% of businesses or small enterprises adopted gender evolution practices. But our work is to increase this number. So to help businesses to integrate gender issues in their life.
Thank you, Damiano. And well, we'll get back to you later on with another question. And I'll now head up to Sanja Popovic-Pantic. Do you hear me, Sanja?
Yes, yes, I do. Hello.
Thank you very much for being here with us. And well, my question is about telling you more about the Women Entrepreneurship thematic group for the EEN, so for the Enterprise Europe Network. So we do know there is this thematic group, but we would like to know more on how this group is working and which are the next projects you're working on.
Thank you very much, and greetings to the audience and to distinguished panelists as well. It's my pleasure to be with you, although online, but I have this great great pleasure to be also physically to participate in this event before this pandemic crisis, and really this is a great opportunity to share with you our experiences. So before the Women Entrepreneurship group became thematic group, it was sector group. For the broader audience, it doesn't make any difference. More something in the structure of the Enterprise Europe Network than regarding the services to female companies. Actually, we are there to provide support to women enterprises related to their better access to market and access to finance at the first place. And this is something that we are going to continue also in this project cycle, because it is 4 and more years project when we actually are focusing to create business profiles of women companies and interconnect them. This year, thematic group has more than 60 members from mostly European countries, but beyond as well. And what we plan by the end of this year is to organize one pitching event where female companies will pitch their business ideas before the so-called business angels, not necessarily women business angels, but men as well. So as you probably know, business angels are the persons who are interested to support either financially or through mentoring interesting projects, business projects. In this case, these projects are owned and presented by women. Which women? Mostly women companies that are clients of Enterprise Europe network around Europe. And our role is to connect on one side the business angels from the business angel networks, which are existing in across Europe, and female clients from our Enterprise Europe network database. So if there are any of female clients here in Torino, and of course in a database of my colleagues from Enterprise Europe Network, then please address to me so that we can include you in this forthcoming pitching event. The second thing that I would like to share with you is also very concrete. This is potential involvement of female business profiles in our electronic e-catalog, also where we include 3-minute speech profiles so that you can actually address in that profile what partners are you searching for, what are you offering, or what you are requiring or searching for. It could be business partner, it could be technology, it could be access to very concrete market, so that we can help you having in our thematic group also colleagues from different countries. Thematic groups in general in Enterprise Europe Network should provide additional knowledge to colleagues and to stakeholders and to companies as well. So we are going to provide entrepreneurial learning webinar. It will be in November, together with the team of the project WeGate. WeGate is very specific and very interesting project to support women entrepreneurs. This is actually platform. If you Google WeGate, you can see this platform useful for women's companies, where you can ask for support that can address you to different links, different funds available for women enterprises. Of course, there is some ongoing competitions like EU WeInnovator Award for innovative women companies, and very useful information you can find on that WeGate platform. So we as a thematic group we also cooperate with the relevant stakeholders like this WeGate platform, and also, of course, with our colleagues across the network and sector groups, like sector group textile, run by my colleague Federica, and also other thematic and sector groups which are which also have female companies, because women entrepreneurship is a horizontal group, and everywhere you have female companies. This is not anymore exclusivity to have women in male-dominated sectors like automotive industry, etc., or only to have them in textile. Actually, women are really brave to establish and to run very successful companies across many sectors and fields. So I'm happy to assist you. I mean, the companies from the textile and fashion, together with my colleague Federica, and feel free to join our forthcoming events like webinars and these services that we are providing.
Thank you very much, Tanya, for providing us information about the EN work and how is it working on the thematic group, on the women entrepreneurship thematic group inside the EN. So we'll head back to Queenie for a question on how can we close gender gap. So what we can do, because we will go to, I think it is important to go to a more practical way and more practical part. Please.
I think it's essential to get women to involve, give them opportunities to involve in the economic system and to generate ways of supporting themselves and empowering them financially. I think without that, once we move forward, it becomes difficult. I think it's nice for us to talk about the concept of gender equity, but if we're not making a difference in women's lives, then I don't think we're going to go anywhere. So for me, I was raised by my grandmother. My grandmother was economically and financially, self-sufficient. She created her own business. She taught us about how to run businesses ourselves. She was an entrepreneur, and she was prepared to pass on those skills to other people, to other females. So I think it's important that when we learn these skills and we have these opportunities, we create opportunities for other women as well, and we pass on those skills to other women.
Great. How Intesa Sanpaolo is working on that? That's a bit.
I think
try to find and to know if Intesa Sanpaolo is doing something. So
I think that creating opportunity is the true turning point. So Intesa Sanpaolo is committed in 3 ways to do this. The first, I said before, is financing businesses to implement politics, cross-new processes, and so on. The second is on the educational side, and is again helping businesses to upgrade their culture, the ESG culture in general, and the gender issues culture, diversity and inclusion culture. And we have a platform, Skills for ESG, with many contents on all the issues of ESG. The third way is to directly help people who are in need. We know that also in Italy, also due to the pandemic, poverty is rising, and women pay suffers more than other people. So we have programs to help people with the so-called Fund for Impact and some other products that are or pro bono grants or financing that is especially dedicated to this kind of activity. For example, we have a financing Mama at Work to help women to start again work after having a child. And for example, here I noted an activity in Egypt. In Egypt, we work with more than 1,500 digital saving groups to help about 3,000 women in various areas of Egypt. We have a bank in Egypt, and this country is very engaged and very committed to this topic. And then there are also activities inside the bank to close the gap in leadership position and in wage salary. I think that all these things together may help closing the gap. Because I see from statistics that we need many years, in some countries 100 or 200 years to close the gap. We are in a better position, but nevertheless, many years are still needed to close the gap.
Thank you, Damiano. I'll head up to Sania. What we can do for closing the gender gap from your point of view?
There are many things what can be done. First, on the institutional side, there should be more gender-sensitive policies and programs that would enable small and micro-sized companies run by women to access the funds. Very often, we are facing that the calls for financial support are, let's say, created for the bigger companies that have capacity, financial and absorption capacity to, in sense of financing, so that many micro and small companies run by women can't even access these calls and compete for the funds. So they are in a way discriminatory toward women companies, and women companies are everywhere prevailed among small and micro-sized companies. So this is like invitation to the policy makers and program designers, I mean financial schemes to pay attention to that and to enable women as well to compete for the funds, including innovative solutions which can't, this is like, for example, in many European tenders, you have for innovation, they address to those who can develop some breakthrough innovations which are demanding in sense of money, in sense of human resources, and with micro and small companies owned mostly by women, it's almost impossible for them to fulfill these criteria. So these schemes should be more adjusted to the capacity of female companies. On the other side, there are non-financial support, which I can say are more adjusted to female companies, and there are plenty of possibilities for this non-financial support in sense of mentoring, for example, advising, etc. And the third, last, probably not the least important issue is access to supply chains. I think that it should be also more accessible to women. Of course, big buyers have their own rules in procurement, which are also demanding, and very often micro and small companies are left behind. I can suggest to female companies to try with the We Connect platform, which is very favorable in sense that they invite women companies, small and medium size, with 51% of ownership, to register as potential suppliers to big companies. And big companies that are registered there are those that matters if the company is female or not. So probably one of the very unique platforms that really promote women companies as suppliers. And this is again a role model that can inspire other stakeholders in this field and in the field of entrepreneurship, not female, but the entrepreneurship in general, to promote women as suppliers. Torino Fashion Week has many small and I would say micro companies in fashion and textile, which are eager to find big buyers, of course. This is a way how they can also, I mean, big buyers can create gender sensitive strategies. Because we are all living in the world where we want it to be more inclusive, isn't it? So let's think about this, and let's think about social responsible strategies that would include women as suppliers in supply chains.
Thank you, Sanya. So we have a bit of a time, so I'll give the floor to our panelists for the last remarks regarding this topic that we discussed today. So I'll give the floor first to Tipini, if you want, or do you want us to change the order? How do you prefer? You fine with it? Okay.
I just wanted to reiterate that it's nice for us to talk about these issues around gender equality. We've been having these discussions for a long time. But I think now is the time for action, and to actually see some results in terms of our progression. And as I said before, the only way is, in my view, that we're going to do that, in my experience, is through economic empowerment. Men who have power have a very difficult time giving up that power, and they certainly won't be giving to us. So we need to create our own pillars of power. And we need to create our own pillars of independence and creating our own industries. This is the only way, in my view, that we're going to empower ourselves. And we're going to move the discussion of gender equality forward.
Thank you. Thank you, Tipini, for your inspiring words. And I'll head back to Damiana.
Just a final remark. We know that money is very powerful. So redirecting capital flows to socially responsible activities and gender equality issues can be very powerful. But we know that in Italy, but I think in Europe and in other countries, it's not so different. 90% of businesses are small and medium enterprises. So we can have an offer of funds, but there must be a demand. And to generate a demand, education and awareness is fundamental. And we must start from schools. We must remove gender stereotypes starting from schools. That's why we have many programs, like a program called Inspiring Girls or Young Women Empowerment Program, to remove gender stereotypes from the beginning, from school time. And then scholarships to increase, to attract more female students in technical and scientific faculties, where they can get more easily work, good work in the future. So I think that from the availability of funds to education of the business environment to the education starting from young people, from young male and female people.
Thank you. Thank you, Damiano. So I'll head back to you, Sanya, for your last remarks. So thank you. Do you hear us, Sanya?
Yes, I hear you. Yes. Again, I would like to emphasize that EU funds and EU funding, which is available at the moment, probably does not go much in favor to women companies, as the criteria are not that much adjusted to the size and the capacity of women's businesses. So we should really be aware that financial instruments should be developed to help women's companies to scale up and become eligible to compete for bigger funds. Otherwise, we will have a huge gap in this process of scaling up female companies to that level that they can thrive and that can really become eligible for many of available invitations and calls for further funding. So let us think about small steps that women companies should overtake in order to become big. You probably all remember the motto of previous in previous period. Think first small. So it seems sometimes to me that we forgot about that. So think first small, meaning that we should support small and micro companies where women prevails by developing the diversified financial instruments dedicated first to those micro and small companies that should be equipped with adequate resources in order to go next level. So this is my main message, plus also to adjust criteria for the supplying to the, again, size of female companies and create some more gender sensitive strategies to go for more inclusive supply chain policies.
Thank you, Sanya. So I want to thank all the speakers that had the chance to discuss in this topic. I'll ask the speakers if it's okay if we take questions. Or I don't know, Federica, can you take some questions right now? Or okay, we just have a few minutes because we're running up late. But if you have questions, we will be pleased to answer them.
Thank you to all the speakers and to all the work that you put into gender equality. My observation and question as well is, how do we break self-imposed barriers? Because sometimes it's not an external barrier that stops a woman from rising. We can empower them by giving them the financial support, all these tools that you have so wonderfully put together. But how do we actually address that internal issue that's stopping them?
Thank you. Do you want to take this? And then Sanya, if you want to answer later on. So first to Queenie, and then we pass to you.
I'm afraid that I haven't heard the sound was very bad. So if I may ask you to repeat the question.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, but I didn't hear very well the lady.
It's like the question was on how can we help women to go against the self-imposed barriers that they have. So it is okay to work from outside, but how we can address the self-imposed barriers that all women have. Do you get it?
No, I can't. I have interruptions, so I didn't catch it.
Okay, so I think we can start with you answering the question to Queenie, and then we go back to you, Sanya, hoping that the connection.
Maybe in chat, if someone can do it in chat so that I can read.
Okay. Mr. Queenie.
I've often found that sometimes education exposure are really, really important. Barriers come from the fact that you haven't been exposed to a certain experience, for example. And we found that with our employees as well. You know, they will come into the workplace and they would say, oh, you know, I don't know how to do this or I'm not able to do it. And so my mom and I would always say, well, maybe you should try it first before you say that you're not able to do it, because you don't know what you're capable of. And we found that when we gave them exposure and they, you know, we gave them experience in something, they realized that they actually were quite natural, so they were really good at something. So I think that it's important for us to give women, you know, exposure to certain experiences, and it's also important for us to educate them as well, so that we can give them the confidence to realize that they're capable of doing actually much more, and they're not stronger than they think they are.
Thank you. Sanya, I don't know if you heard my question before.
No, unfortunately, I just expected to have something in chat, maybe some keywords that I can, you know, just have an idea what was the question, because it's really bad sound in sense of interruption, so I can't really.
Okay, no problem, Sanya. So I think we can go on.
That's why before I was speaking about education. Education and awareness, growing awareness in young people, especially. We have managers, female managers of our bank that go into schools to speak with young female and help them break psychological barriers. The same in Canada. We have empowerment programs for professionals to become middle managers, and for middle managers to become senior managers and top managers. I think that this is the real person who help people break their barriers with education and awareness and training.
Thank you very much, Damiano. So unfortunately, we have to close the panel, so we would not be able to take about other questions because Federica, you say okay, we have to close. So thank you very much again. So Vala Tepino to Sanya that followed us from home. Thank you to Queenie Mandela, and thank you to Damiano for coming here. This is another small step that can be maybe in future a giant leap. So I will be happy to see that as a small step and maybe a big giant leap in the future. So thank you very much again for attending this session, and I hope you all enjoyed this event. Thank you.
Thank you guys, so thanks for spending the day. We finished. Thank you, Sanya. See you soon.
See you, bye.
Thanks so much. So